Hello, welcome to Truth Be Known. I'm so glad that you joined us today. This is going to be an interesting topic today. We are going to be talking about our iPhone. We are going to look at the settings in an iPhone. And what's interesting to me is I don't have an Android, so I don't know the difference between an Android and an iPhone. But these iPhones, if you have one, I would like you to just go get yours, look at it with me, and we're going to go through some of the settings on it. As you know, with an iPhone, you have to have an Apple ID in order to access your iPhone. And also, with an login Apple ID, then you can save your photos and save all your stuff to the cloud. But I don't do that. Is there a reason? Well, of course there is. It's not that I have bad photos, and it's not that I don't want anybody to see my photos, but I just want my privacy, and so I don't back them up to the cloud. Oh, people can't see that stuff. Why in the world? I mean, my goodness, that's crazy. Wouldn't you think that's crazy that the government can spy on you and look at your stuff? Or, people anywhere else? That would be crazy, right? Okay, let's go to our settings. We click on our settings, and remember, we are in an iPhone. There are some crazy settings on here. I guess I might be paranoid. I don't know, but I don't care for people looking at my information. I just don't like that. It frustrates me that there's people, government, and other people. I mean, they like to steal your information. They like to do things with your information to benefit themselves. I think that's totally wrong, and I just don't like it. I don't go into anybody else's stuff. I don't mess with their stuff or their information. I don't care what they do and what they're texting, what they're taking photos of. It's none of my business. It does bother me that people are so uncompassionate or not really care about anybody else to invade privacy. I just think it's wrong. So we're going to go into the settings, and the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and click on your name. If you have an Apple ID, then your name will be there. And yes, this may take a while, but we're going to go through all these settings because you're going to see that there are some things in here that's a little crazy. Okay, if you go to your name, your phone number, and your email, it will come up your name, your phone number, and your email. It tells you your login information. What's kind of interesting that I've noted, because I do check my stuff a lot, probably a lot more than I need to, but they always have stuff on here that's new stuff, and it's not like I've updated my phone for them to put this on there. That's why I think it's a little odd. So let's see. I'm reachable at my email. I'm reachable at my phone number, which my phone number it doesn't even say underneath my phone number. It says what my phone number is, and then it says iMessage and FaceTime number. It doesn't say that that's the phone number of my phone. Weird. Odd. And then, of course, it gives me this email address that I don't even know how to access. And why would I even want to access it? And why am I not the one that signed up for that? And it says in this whole area, these phone numbers and email addresses can be used to reach you. iMessage, FaceTime, Game Center, and more. Well, that's lovely, but one I can't even access, and the other one is not even my phone number that people can call me on. Well, it is. It just doesn't state that. Okay, let's go out of that and go into your password and security. On this is pretty simple. You can change your password. Odd. Sometimes this change password is in blue. Sometimes it's not. The phone number, my phone number is actually on here, and it says trusted phone number. That's my phone number. You can set up security keys, a verification code, account recovery, and all that, which I don't have. I don't know why. I just don't. Your payment and shipping. Now, if you go back to the settings and go to your... now they want my security code. That's interesting. Okay, so you go back to your settings and then go down to payment and shipping. And yes, sometimes it will want your security code, I guess. And then you're like, okay, great. What is my security code? Oh, actually, they want your password. Okay, we're going to skip that. So you can put your password in there. Oh, it won't let me skip it. Now, see, this is what's odd to me. Oh, it did that time. We're going to go on down to subscriptions, and it will show you what you're subscribed to, when it renews, yada, yada, yada. Go back into your settings. Let's go to the iCloud. This iCloud will show the storage and your backup and different things. I don't use the iCloud, and I just told you why. But if you go, let's go to manage account storage. I think that just wants you, well, it just shows, okay, if you don't have an iCloud account, look at the storage. Now that's a little interesting. I do not have an iCloud account, which means I don't back up my phone on the iCloud. That's what that means. But you can go down to storage, and I have 20 KB, whatever that means. So the mail that I have on my phone is still storing my mail. Interesting. Health on my phone. I have disconnected all my health because we'll get to this part, but your iPhone tells you everything about your health. If you did not know this, you can go into a certain part of the iPhone, and even if you have disconnected it at one point and said, no, don't do this, it will connect eventually. So this has 7.7 KB. I'm not really sure what KB even means, but if I click on that health, it'll say health in iCloud is disabled. And it has this strange looking thing at the top that has nothing on it, but I don't even know what's there. And then the backups is 0. And then Siri. If you click on Siri, it says disable and delete. Now look at this. Turn off Siri in iCloud and delete what Siri has learned. This will not turn off Siri, but learning will be limited to individual devices. So even if I turn or disable and delete this Siri, do you know who Siri is? She's the one that you talk to in the iPhone. She's the one that you say, did I spell this correctly? Or how do you spell this? You know, people think it's fun to talk to this phone and let them answer questions or whatever it may be. But right here, it's telling you, you turn her off. It says turn off Siri in iCloud and delete what she's learned. But this will not turn off Siri, but it will be limited to individual devices. Okay. So she's still listening even if she's turned off. Are you getting this yet? Okay. Go back to the iCloud on the blue in the left-hand corner at the top. And let's go down into the iCloud. It'll show you apps using iCloud, and a lot of people use this, so their photos are backed up. Mine are not. I back mine up on my computer, and then guess what? You have to back that up. And then guess what again? You have to back that back up because why? Because you can lose it. All this stuff, just because you have a backup does not mean it's going to be there forever. I have a friend that is a photographer, and she has backed up her computer on a hard drive or whatever they're called, and it won't work. So she lost all the pictures that she backed up. So apparently you have to have a backup for a backup for a backup. Isn't that lovely? Whew, that's a lot of backing up there. So on this, the iCloud drive is off on mine, but you can sync this device. You could save your stuff. It says iCloud mail. I haven't really done all this because I don't back up my phone. I know that's probably stupid, but then I go to show all. Now, here's one of the things. If you even have all of these off, and I don't really know why you would have some of them even on, but like Siri is turned off. I have my Game Center on because for some reason they have to use that. If you turn your phone off and turn it back on, or if you charge your phone or something, if you go back into the section and you don't have all these turned on, 1 or 2 or 3 or 12 of them will be turned on again. Now, I'm not sure why they want to access your Instagram and why they want to access your Messenger. I don't know. That's just, we need to think about this. Okay, so all this is pretty good. I mean, you can go through, this is what I do, is I go through my phone, I look at it, and just see if the settings are different. And then I fix them to how I feel like I am being protected, even though apparently I am not anyways, because Siri is hearing everything I'm doing. Oh, lovely. Okay, if you go down to media and purchases, it will want you to sign back in with your password, and it will show you what you have bought and things like that. Now, now this is probably good for people that lose their phone. Or is it? Let's see. We have a Find My Phone on my phone. So if I lose my phone, I can find my phone by using this Find My Phone. Really? Okay. Yes, you probably can get on another Apple device, log in, and then you'll be able to find your phone if you've lost it. However, this might actually be good when you're on a trip and you want to turn it on, and then your family can see where you're at and what you're doing. And it also gives whoever else that can get into your stuff the access to know where you're at, what you're doing. And I promise you, probably 1 out of 100 people don't turn that on. Hello, it's me. I am the one. I just don't have it on. If I want someone to know where I'm at, I will tell them where I'm at. I don't need people looking and seeing where I'm at every day of my life I'm talking about my Apple iPhone. I tell my husband where I'm at, people in my family, if I'm going somewhere. And I don't usually lose my phone. If I do, I'll call it. I mean, it's not like I'm going to go to the beach and lose my phone. And if I did, well, I don't know about that. I don't think if I left the beach if I left my phone at the beach and then I left, then I don't think I'm going to drive all the way back to get it. Probably would though, right? Yeah, because it says all of our information is on this phone. It is. Wow. It is. It's truly all of our information is on this phone. Let's go on down to family sharing. You can set up family sharing, what you want. If your kids are on your phone or something, you can share your subscriptions and different things, which is pretty nice, I guess. I don't know. I don't have this set up. Then you have your name. You click on your name, it's called device information. I change this often. I don't know why. I just want it different a lot, so I change it. And then in that, it talks about find your iPhone, iCloud backup, if it's on or off. We're not even getting into the good stuff right now. We're about to, though. Let me see. Let me just pick on the things that you might want to just check out. Let's go down to general. Let's go down to your iPhone storage. And it comes up all your storage in your phone. Mine, I try to clear it out because it looks like to me it's almost maxed out. Oh, maybe because I don't back my phone up. Well, that might be reasons. Yes, I probably need to back it up. And this tells you all of the storage, how much storage you have in your phone. And you can go to your iCloud. You can back up your phone. It will relieve the storage in your phone. You can go to auto delete old conversations on text, because boy, does that hold a lot. You view personal videos. You can delete. What they're wanting you to do is they want you to you can delete some things that are taking up a lot of space. Now, here's what I'm going to get at, though. I come down here to Facebook. Facebook uses up 1.01 gigabytes. Now, I'm not sure why. Oh, is it because they keep all that information? And so when memories pop up, all that information is stored on my phone, yet it's in the app on Facebook. Interesting. Yes, we will be doing a Facebook podcast one of these days, and I'll show you something about that. It's crazy. I have also an InShot, which is a video which I record videos and I place them in there. That takes up 884.8 MBs on my phone. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound it sounds pretty big to me. My photos are taking up most of my space. But I found out if you go into down here at your camera, and this will be in the settings all the way down, it'll have photos, camera, books. If you click on your camera, this is the problem I think on my photos is I have been saving these photos at a huge size. Oh, formats. Let's go to formats. You can go to most compatible. That's what I did. It says to reduce file size, capture photos and videos in the high efficiency. Oh, we need the high efficiency. We might need to reduce our files, so we need to go to reduce file size, capture photos and videos in the high efficiency. So go to the high efficiency, I suppose. I don't know, but I thought I was going to that before, and I guess it keeps saving them as a higher file. And what it is when it saves at a higher file, then it's taking up all the space in your phone. And not only that, is when you send it a photo, then sometimes it can't send because it's so big that it needs to send it some other way. So if you go into record video, you can go to 720p HD at 30. That's the lowest that it does it, but I honestly do not think it's going to make your videos any less quality, because I think that's a good setting, and that actually was a setting that was on my camcorder. And so be careful about your photos. That could be taking up a lot of your space, but then the size of the photos could be the problem. And let's see here. So one of the things I want to get to, though, this can make a huge long podcast, but I want to get to some of the major stuff. Let's go on down to our Safari. Our Safari is what is on our iPhone, that you go to. It's the internet, and so you click on the internet, the Safari, and remember we're doing an iPhone right now. I'm not sure what's on the other kinds of phones, but you click on that and it will take you to Safari, and you can just choose whatever you want in there to go look at on the internet. Now, since we're in settings and Safari, allow Safari to access Siri. Nope, I didn't allow her to access Siri because I don't want to talk to Siri. I don't want to know what she has to say. So I turned all of that off, even though she could still hear you. You can do your search engine, whatever that may be. Now, let me say right now, Google is the top one. A lot of people use that. I wouldn't use that. Google is one of the ones that love to listen to you, and they love to spy on people. And, people have Gmail and all this kind of stuff. And I know. Oh, you're just crazy. I'm telling you, though, that they do it. If you need a backup and you really need to know the truth, because, see, this is called Truth Be Known. Kim Commando is an amazing lady. I like to listen to her. I receive her emails And she talks often about the different things that people are doing out there, that they do try and spy on you and different stuff. We don't need that. Why would people want to do that? I mean, don't they have their own life? For really? Because this is going to become a one control government. Have you not seen what's coming? Are you not realizing the situation in our government is they're wanting to control people? And so this is why I'm going through this right now. Okay, Safari. So I turned on Yahoo. I mean, not that that's any better. Everything's off. Block pop-ups, that's on. You have downloads. I put that on my phone. This is something new, which is kind of odd. It has helped me in some of the things that I do, but sometimes there's stuff downloaded on your phone that I don't even know why it should be there. Sometimes it's easy to take off, sometimes it's not. I mean, this is becoming so technical on different stuff. It's hard to delete stuff, and that's how it's going to be. It's going to be hard to delete things. You can go down. Let's go down the bottom. Or maybe we should start at the top. Because I don't know. There's so much here. Okay. Autofill. I don't do autofill. You know, the credit cards, I do autofill on that because I get tired of writing those in there. But anyways, favorites. You have your favorites you can save. We're just going to go to the what matters, I guess. I hide my IP address from trackers. I clear my history and my website data because, you know, there's no sense in it having it there for them just to see. I also now I do this often. This isn't like one time I do this. I do this often because it changes all the time and I'm not changing it. If you turn your phone off or on, or if you charge your phone, or I don't know really the reason, it changes. If you go down to request desktop website, I have that off. Reader off. I don't know really what these are. Camera. Do you want websites to have access to your camera? No. Why would you? So go to deny. Sometimes it says ask and sometimes it says allow. Well, don't let them ask. You just put deny. Do you want them to have access to your microphone? No. Deny. That's in the middle. Location? Absolutely not. Do you realize that when you take a photo, it will put the location? If you have the location, allowed location, that's a whole different thing in the phone. If you've allowed location and you post a picture on social media, that location will be on that site. Now, for a minute, let's get off track of this. Now, how would it be if you're posting pictures of your children on Facebook and your location services are on and there's some perv that's looking online for children and he sees where your kids are at, he sees the location, he sees the crazy pictures that you're posting of your kids that you don't need to be putting on the internet. We have got to be cautious. This is becoming a huge thing, and there's so many people that just throw stuff out there, and we've really got to be cautious on this. Pay attention. Facebook is just not, it's not just Facebook, it's all of them. It's not just a place to post what you did on your vacation or stuff like that. There's wacko people out there looking at you. They're looking at your children. They're wacko. They need to be put in jail. They need deliverance. There's things. Just be cautious. People, please. I urge you. Okay, we're going all the way down. We're in settings and Safari and advanced. Click on advanced. Now, this is the crazy part. Website data. If you click on that, it will show up every place that you have been on the internet. Interesting, huh? You can remove that at the very bottom. Now, let me tell you, if you remove all of that, then you might have to re-log in again to some sites. I urge you also to write down your passwords, because this is even with me, it's a huge thing. I forget my passwords. There's so many passwords I have to remember and know. And sometimes you want to redo your password and it says, no, you can't do the same one. And oh my goodness. And if somebody is trying to get in your stuff and they know your password, they're going to try it on all your stuff. This is how people get in there and they get your information and they use your credit cards and all that stuff. Technology, I mean, you've got to stay on top of it or it will stay on top of you, apparently. So your website data, you want to remove all of that. And this will also help speed up your phone. If your phone is slow, you're like, I don't understand why my phone's so slow. Remove that website data. If you go all the way to the bottom, well, let me go ahead and finish here. I have JavaScript on. I think that is because it needs to load up pictures and stuff like that in your email, and that allows it to do that, or on websites. A web inspector, it says to use the web inspector, connect to the Safari on your computer. I don't even know what all that is. I have it turned off. If you don't know what it is, turn it off. Remote automation, turned off. Experimental features. Here's what I'm trying to get at. You click on that and you click into a world of I have no idea what. At the top it says experimental WebKit features. I don't know what all of those are. They used to be just a few. I turn every one of them off. There's nothing on my phone that people need to be experimenting with. Like allow WebGL and web workers. I don't even know what that means. If you don't know what it means, turn it off. Now, I'm not telling you to go on your phone and turn everything off because there are things that you're going to be needing. But my goodness, experimental WebKit features, turn everything off. There's nothing in there they need to be experimenting on your phone with. And that is in Safari. And you deny the camera, you deny the microphone, you deny the location. Now, location is a big thing, and we will be talking about that in a different segment because this is going pretty long, but this is all about your iPhone. We are on our general, we went through Safari. This podcast is to protect you, to help you, to make you open your eyes to some things that's going on, and you're going to be surprised about a lot of things. I tell you, I'm going to say it's a crazy world, but thank goodness that if you are a Christian and you are saved and have Jesus in your heart, then you are covered in the blood of Jesus, and he protects you and he protects your stuff. He also gives us wisdom to know how to protect our things, and that's what I'm trying to teach you right now. Thank you for listening today, and remember, it's always here that truth be known.